Greetings, listener dear. I'm Tom.
I'm Ben.
And I am Matthew, and welcome to this very exciting episode of Pappy's Flatshare. And it is exciting.
It is, and it is Pappy's Flatshare. We had a guest with us today in the corner of the settee. A bed settee, we find out, but no spoilers here. It was Amy Annette.
Amy Annette. You almost didn't do a spoiler on the name of the guest.
No, yeah.
That's how committed to no spoilers you are.
Well, Amy Annette was here. We discuss bed sofas, snogs, Camden. There's a lot going on,
it's
actually.
a real trip down memory lane for all of us. Our memories go much, much further back than hers, but that's something you'll discover as you listen to the podcast.
Absolutely. If you enjoy what we put out, please support us on Patreon, patreon.com/Pappy's Flatshare. For £4 a month, you get bonus podcasts every week, you get discount on live shows, you get the promise of a t-shirt that never arrives, but mostly you get the warm feeling of supporting your boys on their journey as we podcast to the grave. So please do hop on board and support our content.
You get this episode as well early, or every episode early and ad-free.
And ad-free.
And there's a 7-day free trial happening, so if you want to just come on for 7 days, see if you like it, we'd love you to stick around after that, but no obligation.
Yes. Okay, well, we'll see you on the other side of this chat, but enjoy it. It's Amy Annette and Pappy's together.
Where we belong.
I've hidden my water here. Is that going to be dangerous for the podcast? Only for your lovely sofa.
Yeah, it's a cheap one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell that. Yeah. No, it's lovely.
Thank you.
Does it fold out?
It does, yeah. Yeah, it's one of those. It's a slide out bit.
Oh.
Put it up.
Sofa bed.
You
The
can
dream.
have.
One of them.
Yeah.
The dream.
Yeah.
Really, really uncomfortable to sleep on.
Yeah, but not for you. You sleep in your bed.
Sometimes.
Let's not go down that. Let's not go down that route.
Let's
right
not pull
now
at
on
that
the
string.
Okay. Okay.
No, actually, what I meant was sometimes, like, if like my parents will stay over,
Right.
we'll sleep on the sofa bed,
Oh, that's
and
kind.
you can have our bed.
Wow, and you regret it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, massively.
But not Megan's parents. They have to sleep out here.
No, we've done it for them as well.
It's a real compromise, isn't it, with the sofa bed? Because the sofa's never as comfy as a full sofa, and
Yes.
the bed's not as comfy as a full bed.
Oh,
Yeah.
and what's the answer?
I would lean more because we've done the same. We've got a sofa bed in our house, and it's the shittest sofa in the house and the worst bed.
Yeah.
So I think the answer is just go full sofa and stick the sofa cushions on the floor. I always think that is a much
Probably.
nicer sleep.
A really comfortable sofa, which is all where we fall asleep anyway, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of sofa cushions on the floor. Stick a bed sheet over it, and off you go to sleep.
And that's for you.
That's what I say to my guests.
pop down.
I did. As we're saying this, I remember staying at your house, doing that, and waking up just nowhere near the sofa cushion.
Yeah. And was the sheet still on?
I have no recollection, but in my sleeping bag, I just like rolled myself into a corner somewhere.
That's the thing, they don't have any
Nice.
structural integrity,
No.
do they? There's nothing connecting them together. So the slightest movement, and you're on shifting sands.
Yes, but that's what the bed sheet is a nod to. If you get a good elasticated double sheet,
A fitted sheet that's tight enough,
Has
like
to
a
be
child's.
single.
yeah, you're trying to corral things
Yeah.
together.
Yeah,
And you brought your own sleeping bag, did you?
I can't remember.
What's going
Maybe I
on?
did.
No bedding available. Different times.
No, I think.
I think we're talking about a kid's sleepover, right? Are we talking about like?
Oh no, this
No,
was
he's talking
this
about
was a
sleeping
little
at
while.
Tom's.
This was a little while
This was
back.
a while ago, yeah.
But it was all very makeshift.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I bought a sleeping bag or you supplied one for me.
This feels like nature's way of telling you to not sleep in someone else's house. Isn't it like?
I mean, I didn't mind it. I woke up. I'd had a good night's
woke up?
sleep. I woke up.
Yeah, you woke up.
I woke
Nice.
up, but yeah, I just wasn't on this. I wasn't on the thing I fell asleep
No,
on.
but it's nice to start soft.
Yes, there are
That's it.
there are
That's the main
two
thing.
types of kids, aren't there? And I guess therefore people who like to sleep at other people's houses and people who really don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's as clear as that, really.
Yeah. And what do you do with that binary? Like, what's that?
I mean, I guess the interesting thing is when Romeo and Juliet style friendships are forged across those barricades, which happens quite a lot. I guess what happens is the friend who likes to sleep at other people's houses
Has to go to the house.
That's why I was always at
Yeah.
Clarky's house.
But when you said Romeo and Juliet, I thought you meant, which is my lived experience, that like having to awkwardly sleep on the floor next to someone is a great way to have a kiss.
Oh.
In younger days.
Of course.
In younger days.
You and Nish aren't sleeping on the floor together.
Not currently.
You lying on
and we don't kiss anymore.
some sofa cushions. And
Yeah.
Nish goes, well, it's romance
I brought my
night."
cushions today, boys.
Yeah,
so if
so-
you're
yeah.
interested. But no, I feel like when it's sort of sleepovers or like when you're slightly older and just, we're just all going to fall asleep here, that was a great.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an English thing, but you just,
No.
you've got no confidence. But if you're just sort of like physically next to each other, God bless.
Yeah.
And in the magic of the night as well.
Absolutely. The darkness falls.
Yeah, absolutely. All bets are off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times, eh?
It's a wonderful time.
Oh.
I was off in a reverie.
You
Yeah,
were. I
yeah.
could see it in your eyes.
I went to another place. For me, my first kiss was lying down.
Yeah.
Under the stage during youth club.
Oh.
Me and this girl used to go and lie under the stage in the church hall, and it started with just like she was going to lie under that stage for no reason at all and just talk
You
to
were
each
trying
other.
to upskirt the performers, weren't you?
Yeah. No, upskirting didn't exist then.
It was a
Didn't
simpler
exist
time.
then.
It's a simpler time.
Didn't
Just
exist
lying
then.
on the stage.
Didn't-
Just waiting.
we
I don't know, draw a picture.
Yeah.
Look up and it's just.
Brass
Was it
rubbing.
Your idea to go lie under the stage or hers?
Oh, I don't know. It was mutually agreed. And
I love it because it's such a nonsense thing that
Yeah.
clearly you
Why
were
would you
always
want to go
going
and
to
lie
kiss.
under a stage?
Clearly you were all going to kiss.
One of the grossest places to lie down on
Yes,
stage.
in a church.
In a church hall. Never
No.
been. It's just like dust and dirt and
Yeah.
horror.
And so are you
then
lying like this or on your backs?
We're lying on our backs next to
Oh,
each other.
Oh my god,
Lying
looking
on our
up.
backs. Yeah. And then occasionally one of you will be like up on the elbow. That's the next bit, isn't it? Up on the elbow, and you're like, oh.
And then a little kiss.
Yeah. And then aiming for the little kiss. Yeah.
So what time of the day is this kiss? Quite early.
It was youth club time, so probably about 5 o'clock, 6
Hard to tell
o'clock.
what the time is when you're under a stage.
Just stage, yeah. So
Yeah, it could be
I use
any
a
time.
sundial.
Timeless.
So I've seen-
Yeah, that's so nice.
I have no idea, but yeah, really, it's very chaste time. I think. Well, chaste are under the stage as well.
I was told an anecdote by an actor who had full sex on stage at the National during a show
no.
behind scenery.
Behind scenery. Oh, so not. Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
So like they would just like, because you're in the run and you know
Yeah.
obviously they were having like this affair or whatever, and it was like, do you think we could get away with having sex during that change? Or and they were on stage behind scenery.
Whoa.
Which one? Which one of the National? The Cottesloe?
Yeah, the Littleton.
Not the Olivia. It was,
No,
it was only a little.
Littleton.
Yeah. Upsettingly, the performance was in the round.
Yeah.
2/3 of that audience got an absolute eyeful.
Yeah, but much better than whatever a play is.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
exactly.
God,
Listen,
plays.
it felt real.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's kind of horrible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I get it, the excitement of the moment, but in reality, leave everyone out of your kinks, I think.
This is it. My friend was in a West End production, and she was the only woman in an otherwise all male cast. And she was like, "Oh yeah, we had this thing where like I would wear a little thing that they could control, and they would give me little sort of buzzes during the show. That like a little." And I was like, "What is this
Mad.
story?" She's like, "Oh yeah, they would pass it around the rest of the cast." And sometimes I'd be on stage and just be like,
Like one of those sex eggs.
yeah, like a sex eggy type.
Oh,
thing,
within
yeah.
herself?
Within herself.
Oi,
yeah.
oi, oi, oi,
Oi, oi.
I thought it was just like sort of strapped to her back or something.
No.
Like
Yeah.
a laser quest back.
Sorry, I don't know why I was trying to spare everybody's blushes. It didn't make the story very clear, but no.
That's so...
Isn't that so mad? And she was
Wait.
telling it to me like, "Isn't this a funny story?" I'm like, "I don't know, man."
I mean, if she's into it, God bless, but like... So how many
bless,
men in this cast could just be buzzing at any time?
I don't want to reveal what the production was, but there are 12 angry ones.
She was also in there. Okay. Wowee. Oh, I've not made it because of my cushion fort. Hiding my feet.
Hiding the feet.
No feet for
no,
free.
No, no.
No
we're not
feet for free.
We're not giving away the feet
No
for free on
feet for
YouTube.
free.
No
No,
way.
No.
But if you go to our Patreon,
Just your toes.
yeah.
Yeah.
If
that's
you
all
join
it
a
is.
certain tier, we'll tell you which one of Pappy's is wearing the sex egg as well this episode.
You'll be able to tell.
That would be. Oh no.
Here's him.
We can't be.
There's a reveal at
Here's
the
him,
end
it's
of
always
each
him.
episode. And today's sex egg wearer it's me again. It's stuck up there.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
I've ingested it.
And also, you're suggesting that there's only one. You'd have one each.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just share one.
I swallowed the sex egg. I thought it was a boiled one.
Yeah. But that would still get you going. Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Lovely. That's
You're hungry for
nice.
something.
That could be fun. Why don't you guys get like the period simulator thing?
Oh, yeah, the TENS machine.
Yeah.
The TENS
That feels
machine,
like
Machine.
a less fun thing.
Yeah.
Well, it depends which body part you strap it to.
Yeah. I never seen it strapped to a peen on the internet.
No,
Probably
No,
you've got to
that's
assume
true.
in real life many times.
Yeah.
I like the way that as soon as you introduce cameras in a sofa, it becomes that.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, we just wouldn't want to have a nice chat here, but you're saying we strap a TENS machine to our dicks.
Yeah, just to my mind, what the internet is men having period pains that they've never had before,
Yeah.
and freaking out, and the
Yeah.
ladies is like, but I never seen it on a peen.
No, that's very true.
Have you? Is it inaccurate? Period? I don't think.
don't
isn't
know,
it
I've never done it.
electrocution.
Yeah,
No, it stimulates your muscles.
Yeah.
But it-
Yeah, but
it is-
like I've done a test.
Oh yeah.
because it's pregnancy, isn't
Pregnancy,
it? Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
So you're
So
supposed to
that's-
have it to you wear it to counteract the
cramps.
the contractions. Yeah.
You
And,
you counteract that pain with this pain.
Oh.
It's like
Yeah.
it is a
That doesn't
it's a
feel
bo-
great,
it's a
does
bold
it?
strategy.
and
It's
that is,
like-
can I say, the women's experience of
yeah.
life.
It's like, it's like, do you know what will put you? What will distract you from that? If we
Yeah.
electrocute you.
Yeah, it's
It's
easier.
like, yeah, that's
it's
what
easier
we're
than
going
having a
with.
child, though. To be fair, little electrocution.
But you are also still having a child. It's like it doesn't stop it.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh, don't worry, don't like think about this instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
It's-
like the rest of your
mental.
life now.
Yeah.
it's like if the pharmacist went, you can either have paracetamol, that works quite well, or this hammer. And you're like, yeah, I'll go for the paracetamol. Is that all right?
Hammer.
It's
hammer
weird.
every time.
It's a
Yeah.
slow
Oh,
day.
hammer for you, is it?
Hammer for me.
There are two kinds of people. Yeah. There are two kinds of
People who sleep over, and people take the hammer.
People who take the hammer.
People with
yeah.
a hammer.
No, the hammer. That's just putting me to sleep for a little bit.
That's true.
Well, it depends. Again, on the body part.
Yeah. good
It
point.
could really wake you up.
Oh yeah, I don't want that. Want to be asleep.
Have you ever been knocked unconscious?
No, but when I was a kid, me and my cousins used to hyperventilate and force ourselves to faint,
Did you?
and we loved it.
to get that kind of kind
Woo,
of high.
Mamma mia, we loved it. To the point that
Wow.
it probably did cause them sort of long-term brain issues. We never really. And
Would you not
No.
take it in turns or all go at the same time?
we would take it in turns, which suggests a level of health and safety that
yeah.
is not then represented by what we were doing.
Yeah.
But also, we weren't really careful about where we did it because you had to press yourself up against a door to really get the lack of air. So we would just sort of fall. There was a big wardrobe. Anyway, we had a lovely time.
It's a very different version of the C.S. Lewis book that I read.
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
So
yeah.
well, I don't want to give everyone the code for it
Sure.
because we don't want to encourage people to do this. But
No.
you're sort of crossing your arms across your chest, pushing yourself up against the door to sort of contract your lungs and
There's only one other bit, so if I say it, we are just
yeah,
literally
it's not-
telling people how to
leave
do
out
it.
the
And
leave
then
Yeah.
someone opens the door really quickly.
No, that's for your tooth.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's a tooth.
yeah.
That's
a
it.
tooth. That's a
You
tooth.
tie your head to the door and then you go,
yeah,
and you
yeah,
pass out.
Yeah, my cousins would just sort of beat me up. Yes, it was so nice.
Nice.
No, but I didn't realise that wasn't more of a common childhood activity.
I remember people doing it at school.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff like that, wasn't there? And like standing up quickly and
That
things
was
like
that was like the weed thing.
The
where it
atomic
was like
blowback.
doing-
Is that what it
yeah,
was?
or doing risers.
Risers. There you go.
Where it was like you'd like
You and Steve were big into risers. Used to find it
What a sentence.
very. It was a very amusing thing to watch.
yeah, it was like you'd squat down, you'd like restrict your breathing,
Yeah.
then you'd like get a blowback, and then I think it's like you get a blowback, and then you like hold on to
And
it,
you'd go up
and
the
someone like
wall.
holds your throat, and
Yeah.
then you go up the wall,
Yeah.
and it's like,
And whilst like
It's
he's been
like-
breathing, Steve would like have his hands round Clarky's face and like be breathing into his mouth, and then he'd be
And then he'd
crying.
choke you a bit.
And then he'd push him up the
Yeah.
wall, and they'd all get very
Gosh.
giggly about it.
Were you
Oh,
in
yeah.
were you
Sight
in a
to
sort
behold.
of sadomasochistic relationship with Steve-O? By the way, we talked about Steve-O from Jackass, right?
Yeah.
Because it does sound like his
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Who
And Tom
dated
had
Stacey
the
Solomon.
remote to my head.
Yeah, it wasn't a sadomasochistic. It was a National Theatre production. Anyway.
And what were you doing? Just watching?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
nice
I was
too.
around.
yeah.
I was,
tell you
I was eating the pizza they'd ordered because they were so hungry. They were so busy doing that. I'd eat all their munchies.
And weirdly, you couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
You were suffocating yourself in a different way.
Yeah. No, it was a big old thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's so sexual, and
Yeah.
you didn't discuss that at the time, I guess. No. It'd be weirder to be like, just FYI, we all know this is sexual, right? No, you just got to do it and then think about it later.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just got to muse on it when you suddenly
yeah.
remember it.
And
Yeah.
years
crucially,
later.
it was a sleepover, so it's
Yeah.
all bets were off.
Yeah, well, when it gets dark.
Yeah, exactly.
I once got with a guy just because we were in the same pull-out bed, back to pull-out beds.
Here we go.
And it honestly was just like, well, we're here.
We may as well.
God bless.
We may as well.
Absolutely.
May as well. I mean, he was a cutie patootie. It wasn't a shame for me, but it was like, I honestly had not thought about it until we
We
just were
might
like,
as
well,
well is a great.
Might as well.
That was like there was a period
To
for that,
what
wasn't
end?
there? Yeah,
Can I just say I'm getting incredibly nervous now.
It does feel like we're going
It does feel really. This feels bad. No, don't get your arm off me. This feels bad news. Happily married,
This
2
episode,
kids.
this episode finishes with us pulling out the bed sofa and just macking out.
There is a point where I keep bringing it back to the pull-out sofa. I'm like, guys, whenever I'm on a pull-out sofa,
Let's pull out the sofa and slide Clarky up the wall.
No, it's
you
really.
want to move us on then?
Yeah.
yeah.
So, got any tours coming up? Anything you got? Have you read any
I
good
did
books
want to
recently?
ask you
Yeah.
three. You all have such attractive wives. How did that occur?
Let's go back to the pull-out bed.
yeah.
We do have.
Just happened.
You
Yeah.
have such attractive wives.
We just got really
Thank
winning
you.
personalities.
I guess
think.
so. Must
Yeah.
be that, eh?
Guess so.
No, you're all so cute, but it's just like they are so fit. They're models, all three.
Yeah, we've done
Yeah.
very well.
Really well. Honestly, on the way here, I was like, I wonder what to talk about. I know what I want to talk about. They're fit wives.
I think
Yeah.
there was probably a time when they thought they were backing a really good horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 2010, 2011 Edinburgh. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
So I've got another. I mean, like I think we've all got similar problems as well. Not only are they really fit, but they're also much more interesting than we are.
Yeah.
So, like, if I go to parties now without my wife, the very first question I have is like, "Is Jane here? Or is Jane coming?"
Yeah.
And then I can see the disappointment in their eyes when
Yeah.
it's like, "It's just me now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be a bad sleepover.
Yeah.
So it's like
There's-
it is a double whammy, really.
Yeah. And she's so charming as well.
Yeah, well, exactly.
She's so
Like
fun.
charming and fun and
Yeah.
all that stuff, and then it's like,
Yeah.
I can't really replicate that.
I
to
actually,
be
I
honest.
can strongly remember the first time I met her, and she was living this cool life, working in a motorcycle cafe. And I was like, this is the coolest young woman I've ever met in my life.
Motorcycle
said-
cafe makes it sound like one of those like caravans on the motorway in a lay-by.
Yeah, that's what I imagine. Yeah.
Or something like Hungry
That's what it
Jacks,
was,
isn't
yeah.
it?
Sell strawberries in the summer. Yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah.
and-
When she was working there, they printed a birthday card for her of when she was at a party, and like she's literally just like in like a bra and a pair of hot pants necking a bottle of Prosecco, this
Yeah.
birthday card, and I kept it. And the other day we were in our shed and our children found it, and my daughter just could not
Yeah.
get over the fact that that was their mum. And it was like, what are you doing here, mum?
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
like-
Why have you got clothes on?
It's like literally just felt like a completely different, like, it's like, oh, this is a completely different world
Yeah.
for them to
Yeah.
see that.
But I think it's
Good for them to see.
I think a part of
Good
being
for them to see.
but I think a part of being a parent is you can't worry about, like it's interesting when your kids spot that, but your kids kind of have to see their birth as year zero
Yes.
of all existence.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I think you can't force. Hey, I've
cool.
got this other light. They
Yeah.
don't care. They just,
How do your children feel about the Beckenham fireworks when you're really much the celebrity?
oh, they love that.
They love that.
But only because now they're old enough to do the announcements.
I see.
So it's they're old enough now to be the nepo babies of the Beckenham
Fireworks.
Fireworks. Yeah.
So that
I
gets
have
them-
actually seen them swinging around their VIP passes.
yeah,
rolling
yeah.
through.
There's a lot of that going on.
Pushing fences open.
Yeah.
Other kids going, why is she doing that?
Yeah.
Why is she announcing that, Catherine?
Why
Wheel?
has she done that? It's Catherine Wheel. Listen, I know it's Beckenham, but there's a proper fire. We're not all stood around a stump, mate.
Next up, the Catherine
Catherine
Wheel.
Get closer. Get a lot
And
closer.
also, we said we wouldn't give full names of children on the podcast, all right? Yeah, no, that's absolutely that's the reason though. It's
Right.
like I think any time you get to be on the other side of the fence, that's always exciting.
Truly.
Wasn't there a thing about? Did your mom have a thing with the Rolling Stones? Have I imagined that?
What?
What? Is
What's
that
this?
Catherine Weir?
She reckons. She reckons she was chatted up by.
There we go.
Mick Jagger.
Now, if she's saying that, what's the real story? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think.
Where was this? What year was this?
Yeah,
when
what
did this
years?
happen?
Is it
This was what was the show that was pre Top of the Pops? You'll know this.
Oh,
The old
like
grey whistle.
6-5 Special or D Time or
So keen to get
one of
this.
these ones. I'm trying. Yeah, I'd be desperate. I'd be desperate to know.
Imagine if I got it.
Yeah.
I know.
It was something
I
like
thought
that.
Grey Whistle Test was a good show.
Yeah, and I
actually.
couldn't believe I even remembered that.
Yeah.
Because I'm very young.
I don't think it was Old Grey Whistle Test.
Thank you.
But it was a great guess.
But
Paula
she-
Yates.
oh, it's
Paula Yates. What? She's in bed.
The Tube. The Big Breakfast. She was in bed. The Tube was the show
Thank
she
you.
was
Is
doing.
this fun? Is this helpful? Is this helpful? So your mum fucked Mick Jagger.
No.
Well, they were at a sleepover of all things.
Oh my god.
The pull-out bed came out, and she thought
Even Mick Jagger needs.
there was
a pull-out
there
bed.
was a point when it was going to be Charlie Watts and Ronnie Woods
Yeah.
in the pull-out bed,
Yeah.
and luckily Lou got in there first.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, what's the story of your mum getting chatted up?
She,
Though?
I think she'd been somewhere with a friend, and a guy was like, "Oh, I can get you tickets
Right.
to the show." And then they'd go quite regularly for a few records.
Yeah.
So she met, yeah.
So
she
we're
met,
talking
like the Kinks, and
mid
she met,
60s.
the
Don't kink shame you, Mum.
but also she had like signed albums and stuff.
Oh.
And then she threw them away when she became a born again Christian.
And so that to me means there's a strong connection there.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't want to.
I think there is a message from Mick Jagger
Oh,
in
what
a
do you
skip
mean
somewhere.
You don't want to.
No,
I don't want to, but my hand has been forced where I pulled this story out of nowhere.
No one knows where it came from.
It's quite a good. I think it's quite a personal.
we were talking about firework displays. And suddenly,
We talk about how much Matthew's children love watching the firework display.
speaking about
Speaking of firework displays, that night your mum spent with Mick Jagger was pretty spectacular, wasn't it?
is that
And
what
so-
you wrote on the episode of Sticky Fingers? It was fireworks when you noshed me off, Lou. Something like that. Was
Well,
it?
It's where he got the album title from, isn't it? I mean, no. Listen,
come on
No.
now.
I was just thinking about parents' past lives. That's all I was going to ask.
Oh.
I was going to ask the question about like
see.
you think of shows, you know,
I see.
of year zero when you're born, and then you find out about your parents' past life. Like I found out my dad once got so drunk that he walked over a car, and that blew my mind as like
What do
a
you mean?
kind of story.
What do you mean he walked over a car?
Like he walked over a car. That's it.
Like
walked,
front to back?
Yeah.
Ah.
It'd be weird to go side to
Well,
side.
that's how I saw it.
How are you walking over a car?
How tall is your dad?
If the story was he jumped over a car,
Yeah.
then that's side to side, isn't
That's
it?
side to side.
If you're walking over a car, what route you
I'm
taking?
just asking the question. I want to imagine it. I want to imagine it too. And that blew your mind.
Oh, yeah, incredibly. And I must have been like a 10 or 11 or something. It was
I
like,
see.
oh, he walked over a car. And like he was drunk. My dad was near, like, my dad
Yeah.
was drunk. And it was like, what?
Yeah.
So like that's my equivalent of boffing Mick Jagger.
What did your dad do to this car apart from walk over it?
That car was no walkover, let me tell you.
Oy, oy, oy.
So I'm just thinking about like when you find out about
Yeah.
your parents' past lives, and then I remembered something about your mum and the Rolling Stones, and
You
then
did,
and then
yeah.
binning off all
Is she
the albums.
still a born again Christian?
Yeah.
And is she still in contact with Mick Jagger? What about your parents' previous lives?
I'm trying to. Well, my dad is American. He's sort of lived the American dream in lots of ways. My dad was a teenager in the 60s in America, in New York. So he did lead an amazing life. I mean, perfect time to be there. So he was very involved in the anti-Vietnam War protests. And at one point they went to John and Yoko's apartment.
No.
And I've always imagined them in bed, but obviously they weren't. I now realize. But they
Yeah,
talked
yeah.
about but in my mind, just always in bed.
Sofa bed.
My dad in the sofa bed. My dad. Hey guys, coming down the middle.
Their famous sofa bed protest.
Yeah, they love sofa beds. Futon probably actually. Twas the time. And so he was very involved in that, and he played trumpet, and which he stopped playing, but before he did, he played at the Harlem Apollo. And my dad is white,
Whoa.
and his friend who was a trumpet player wasn't able to play, so he had to step in, and he had to learn the dance to do behind the main guy, and he had to sort of get in all the clothes and prove himself at the Harlem Apollo. Wow. So yes, to be honest, I've grown up with the idea that my life will never be as interesting as my parents.
But do you remember like what's the first? Like when did you find that? Like what's the first thing you found out about that? Do you know what I mean? Like Was he always playing the trumpet around the house?
No, yeah, I mean,
Tom was
he always
asking,
doing-
did
was
he
he always
walk over a
doing the
New
dance?
York cab, basically?
Yeah,
Did he walk
Hey,
many
over-
times.
I'm walking here
Yeah,
over
yeah,
a
yeah,
car.
yeah. I'm walking over this car.
Which way though?
Yeah, that's based on him. That movie is based on him.
Like when you were growing up, was he still cool or was he your dad?
Oh no,
And then-
definitely my dad.
And then what was the first cool or like thing you found out that was like, well, that's not what my dad didn't play trumpet or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's that moment, isn't it, where you go, oh, you were
You were doing something much cooler
Yeah.
before us. I do remember the first time he told us that he had done drugs, and I could not
Now we're
believe that.
talking.
It doesn't.
Here we go.
I mean, of course, in 1960s America, you're not doing
Yeah.
a drug. You're in.
He walked over a bus.
What are
didn't
you, a
he?
cop? You know.
Well,
so-
he used to get a riser up the wall, didn't
yeah, he's gonna rise. I
Oh,
have
the
to say,
trumpet
they
dance.
didn't need to do rises in Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
Yes, they didn't need to do rises in Wolverhampton because they were in New York City. So they just did simply LSD in the streets. I don't know actually.
Was
what
this
they did.
part of your drug talk?
Yeah.
Was that when he said it?
He has told me never to do LSD for sure.
Right.
Because I don't know if he ever did it, but I think he saw a lot of people have terrible trips. Y'all ever done LSD?
No. It seems that was one of the ones that seemed really scary.
Yeah, me too.
Because of the 60s.
Yeah.
You know, all those people.
The Kool-Aid acid test.
Yeah, the electric Kool-Aid acid test. Yeah,
yes,
all of
yes,
that kind of
yes.
caper. The is
And
it
that was probably
Kenkesi?
the good, like that was, I guess maybe the early stuff, so unregulated, but it was better, right? They were making it themselves. I don't know enough about drugs.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm so uncool compared to my dad, who did drugs with Bono. I don't know. I couldn't think of anyone else.
Case in point.
Couldn't think of a cool person.
the coolest person I know. Bono.
Bono, not even from the 60s. Oh no.
Not from the 60s. And also, do we
And
know
not
he's
from New York.
not from New York, not from the 60s, and do we know, but not famously a drugs guy as well. I think his drug is
Peace.
yeah, I was going to say being sanctimonious, but
Oh.
yeah, peace. Yeah, potato.
Peace.
Yes,
I
his drug-
love peace.
His drug is peace. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'm sure there was a moment where I realized my dad was cool, but I have always grown up with the idea another friend couldn't do a thing, so he had to help them on a boat, and then the boat turned out to be the Joan Baez, Bob Dylan peace boat going down the Hudson.
No.
And he was like a boat hand on that. So in a way,
He's like a sort of Forrest Gump
he's
figure.
very Zelig.
Yeah,
like,
he's very
always just
Zelig
popping up.
for-
Never the main character,
No,
pulling the
but-
ropes in the back,
but just a
doing the
witness to these
trumpet at the
amazing-
back of that.
Playing
Yeah.
the trumpet while
Yeah.
poor old John Lennon's trying to have a kid.
Yeah.
Who invited
Learning all the actions.
Yeah, pulling on the. I'm really busy this week. Yeah, but I think some of that is just where you are at the time, right? Like New York, especially. But every generation of New Yorkers have a moment. There's a few years where everything is happening.
where they were in a
You
a
just had to
cubicle with
be
Julian
there.
Casablancas.
Yeah,
and that was
and
just,
like
yeah,
Fran Lebowitz there with Andy Warhol. You know, there's these like little pockets of people.
There must be boring people in New York, though, right? There
Oh,
must be people
yeah.
who are just I just stay in my
I was
house.
also just there.
I was just there.
Yeah.
All of these, I was there in 1976, and I
Yeah.
was like 2 blocks away from CBGB's, but I never went.
No, but I
Or-
was there in Camden. I grew up in London during like the Libertines era, and loads of my friends were involved in that. Not me, baby. No, I'm at home reading a book,
Yeah.
Yeah,
which
that-
probably better for me in the long run.
very much like Lou's story about Mick Jagger. Charlie has a story that she almost got off with Pete Doherty
Oh.
because
Well, that's
she
very different to Lou's story.
no, yeah, very different because
She did.
they had full penetrative
She
sex
did.
on the Cottesloe Theatre.
She did.
Yeah, that's what
She
know.
did. And then she
Very
became a Christian
different.
because of the experience.
She saw God.
She saw God.
Honestly,
She saw
forget
God.
the Maharishi.
And she knew.
She saw God. Listen,
We cut it out. You cut it out.
we'll
You cut it out.
If I cut it out, you
We
mean
cut
clip it
nothing
up.
out.
Yeah, clip it up.
We'll cut it out. and we'll pop it on Instagram.
Geo block it. Geo block it in your area.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
I-
yeah. Geo
yeah.
block it. Yeah.
So your wife nearly got off with
Your
Pete
fit
Doherty.
wife. Fit wife.
Now that my fit
Fit
wife nearly
wife.
got off with Pete Doherty and her story is that she was at a party. She left the party.
Yeah.
Pete Doherty arrived, and she said, "Yeah, but I was always getting off with people in that era." I was like, "I don't know if that's enough. I don't think that's."
I don't mind that.
Do you like?
Oh,
You take
a
that?
I don't mind
gazillion
that.
percent. A gazillion percent.
Yeah.
At that time in that world, yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. She absolutely. She was always getting off
Yeah.
with people.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah.
I buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I buy that. Actually,
Yeah.
it would have been great.
Well, I see her logic absolutely.
The logic is there.
Yeah.
You can't fault the logic.
And was he Pete Doherty of the moment?
yeah.
I see.
He
So
was-
the only problem is competition.
the competition.
I had
Yeah.
a few friends date Johnny Burrell. But
Oh,
it turned
I'm
out
so
that he was
sorry.
really dating everyone. And by day,
Wow.
it was just sort of like amassing women.
The boy looked at Johnny. That's what the song's about, isn't it?
Is it?
Mm.
I'm not across the music of the Razorlight.
No, it's a Libertine song about Johnny Borrell.
Yeah, but isn't it? The
Oh.
boy looked at Johnny. Isn't that about Johnny Rotten? Or
Isn't it about
from
the
book?
boy who's looking at Johnny Borrell? It's not about Johnny Borrell. It's about the boy looking at Johnny.
Oh, okay, right.
No, that song is about Johnny Borrell. That's all I know. I don't know any more than that.
The boy looking at Johnny Borrell and all the girls around him trying to mack off with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had one friend who was dating a man who we would hang out with at various Weatherspoons in Camden. Party. We could have
The
easily
bad
gone.
mixer.
Yeah, the really bad mixer. It was
The
called
worst mixer.
It was called The Moon Under the Water.
Oh yeah.
That one up by Chalk Farm.
Yeah.
And we'd go to the Enterprise a lot, and then we'd go to the kebab shop Marathon, which after night time would have a dance floor in the back.
Okay.
And it was fantastic. Oh my god!
Did you take your kebab onto the dance floor?
Yeah, you
Really?
could buy a kebab, and then you could buy. But
You're
to get
only
into the back, you
allowed
had
onto
to
the dance
buy.
floor if you've got a kebab.
Oh, big time!
Yeah.
You had to buy something to get into the back, kebab or drink.
Great.
Kebab or drink. So you go in with your chips, boop, 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 and then you party, and of course we were, let's say, 16, 17, aka the most attractive you'll ever be to men who are 42. So we were really kicking it on the streets of Camden, and one of our friends started dating a guy, and he was like, yeah, I'm really good friends with P. And we were like, oh my god, I can't believe it. And then it turned out that he just sort of vaguely knew him. But of course, but he kept being like, but I won't be here. I'm going to jail soon. We were like, because of some sort of cool P. Doherty, blah, blah, blah. And it turned out he was defrauding the Starbucks that he worked at. I'm going to jail soon, girls. You won't see me soon.
Was that Wolfman?
Yeah. He was, yeah.
From Baby Shambles.
Was it local character Wolfman?
Yeah. God. This guy would have killed to be Wolfman. He was just a man who worked at Starbucks.
I reckon a lot of people passed themselves off as Wolfman back in the
Yeah.
day. Of course, you know I am Wolfman.
Yeah. And of course the internet existed. Of course it did, but not in the same way.
No.
Not in this. You could easily say you were in around. I could say I was in hot heat, and everyone would be like, probably.
Yeah.
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 Do you think that's... Yeah, I mean, you couldn't do that now, could you?
No.
You couldn't walk into a bar and sound one of the Young Knives.
Yes.
You know, you couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could.
You absolutely could, actually.
You could. Yeah.
All I need is a red tie.
Yeah. God, but that was the day.
That's it, the Indie Sleaze.
Yeah.
Yeah. T-shirt, tie over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
some kind of
Yeah.
hat.
For
some
some
kind of
reason,
obnoxious hat.
Even though Indie Sleaze very much the music, in the pubs, the DJs would all play ska.
right.
I don't know what that was a weird dynamic. I guess they wouldn't play their own music.
Yeah.
So they played, like, various members of smaller versions of the Libertines would DJ in various Camden pubs, and you would attend, hoping to snog, let's say it, Johnny Burrell.
Of course.
And we would sit in the corner drinking our special K's, maybe, that we'd brought from the newsagent and snuck into the pub. Snuck into the pub. Yeah, well, because we were 16. We couldn't afford anything, you know.
Yeah.
20p on the bus, that's too much. 40p by that point. So then we're in there, we're drinking, we're having a lovely time. And then, considering everyone was wearing skinny jeans, they were all sort of, what do you call it when you're dancing to ska? I don't know. It wasn't a good scene.
No, it doesn't sound like
No,
a
it
good
wasn't
scene.
a good
Sounds
scene.
terrible.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the Camden Fringe was kicking off, and we were... Do you remember the Camden Fringe?
Camden Fringe, yeah, of course.
Yeah, same time as Baby Shambles.
Similar time around
Yes,
Baby
so you
Shambles. I
could-
think we'd be there
You could
gigging
do
around.
5 or 6 terrible gigs and then go and see Dan and Aykroyd. That was very much.
So true.
That was
Fucking
very
hell.
much what would happen is you would do a
my
bunch of gigs
God.
that were like, oh, so the gigs in this... Do people know the gigs happening here?
Yeah.
Because we're about to do sketches
Yeah.
just in the middle of a pub where
There's
people
no
are drinking.
stage.
There's no stage.
Is there a
and-
PA system? No.
No. Off
The
you
Camden
go.
Fringe, man.
But you do get a wristband that will get you into a gig. And
Were you in the Fly?
and tonight you're seeing LaRue. Yeah.
LaRue, not bad. Pretty good, LaRue.
Yeah.
Pretty good, LaRue.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. What a time. And we're all like, a couple of years' time, this will be Edinburgh. This will be like the Edinburgh Festival.
Oh, right.
It didn't.
Never
wasn't.
kicked on.
Never had a
It
PA
bloody
system.
wasn't.
Never kicked on the Camden Fringe.
But that would be a lot easier for us to get to. So you should have made it work.
We should have worked a little harder on the Camden
Yeah.
Fringe. Did you when you go back to Camden now? Do you feel, because it's still an area I go back to and it feels very buzzy. Like it feels exciting, even though it feels like it's not really nothing that exciting's happening there.
Yeah, I mean, the version of it that I knew has definitely changed. But I guess but the thing is now it's very developed. Like all the slightly scuzzier bits have all been sort of made into nice flats.
Markets,
Yeah.
And the markets
Yeah.
turned
It's a box
into a box
park,
park.
isn't it? It's a box
Yeah.
park,
Yeah.
I'd never gone on with Camden though. It was always a bit more. it was a bit beyond me.
Yeah.
Like, and Camden Market, the first time I went around it, I just thought, oh, what's this place? It's like I didn't like. So, but I understand. Like, obviously, if you'd have been there, but I was behind it.
But
for a
also,
long
I
time.
wasn't there. Like
Yeah.
I
You were around, but
I
you
knew
weren't
girls who were there, very much live in the scene, but I never really was. Yeah. I wish I was in the kebab shop having a dance. Oh, a lovely time.
That's it. When you can have chips on the dance
Oh
floor,
my God, it was
what's
so
the point
good.
in trying to,
Ugh.
you know?
The Enterprise pub was shut, and you'd walk 2 doors down, and you go into Marathon Kebabs, buy a tin, have a kebab, have a little dance.
Does the idea of that, like, if someone said that's gonna be your Saturday night, would you be like, oh, amazing, or would you be like,
100% yes. 100% agree.
100% agree.
I'll stop you there.
Yeah. I actually not every Saturday, but one big Saturday. Yeah.
Your stag do ended up in Camden, didn't it? That's what that was.
Yeah. We did we had a great time. That was, I mean,
Was
When
it
was
a
that?
movie?
When was that?
2013.
A movie-based disco.
Movie-based disco night. Very, very good.
Yeah.
Disco.
But the only time I go to Camden to see anything now is to go to the Jazz Cafe to see Nearly Dan, the Steely Dan tribute band. that is my once-a-year pilgrimage to Camden.
It's a good pilgrimage.
And I'll go there and I'll go and see a Steely Dan tribute band and be the youngest person there and love it. That's my trip to Camden. It's not. You're not even actually going. You don't even have to touch the high street.
No.
You can just at the tube
Skirt.
over there.
Yeah.
You know, you might see an Odeon cinema. That's fine. That's not too upsetting for you.
Yeah, you could do
back
that.
in, but it does feel
It's
very.
going to be such a shit anecdote for your kids. When they've got their podcast, it's like, what did you find out about your dad's former life? Yeah, he used to go and watch Steely Dan tribute bands. Fuck my life.
Nearly done.
Nearly
done.
Nearly done.
I sometimes take my friends from America to Cyberdog. You've ever been to Cyberdog?
No.
Oh, you got to go to Cyberdog.
Cyberdog, as in like.
It's a goth UV rave shop. But I
Yeah.
know it sounds beyond you, but I think it's very you. And it's wonderful.
It's one of those places that's never been in fashion.
No,
but it's
no, no.
always existed. That
Always
cyberpunk thing of
existed.
the graphic equalizer on the t-shirt, all of that kind
It's
of cape.
so
yeah.
fun. And so I mean, I hope they're still there. Last time I took a friend was a couple years ago, down in the market, and there's a whole downstairs section that's in the dark because they've got to glow the UV.
Of course, yeah.
And it's all that sort of ooey gooey things, and they sort of make spiky jackets and stuff.
Yeah,
And
okay.
you always end up buying a lighter because why not? you haven't smoked in years, but why not? And it's just, it speaks to a type of sweetness, a sincerity of that sort of like slightly nerdy punk culture that I really like. Rave culture, maybe I should say.
It must do. Imagine doing a full shift down there.
Yeah.
They must be like pit ponies. Like, if you get brought out into the light,
You
you
gotta
have to
slow.
get shot. It's like, oh no.
That's why they're wearing their goggles. They go blind
I was-
otherwise.
Yeah.
You come up out of it and I could get the bends.
Do you remember when you first found out
Yeah.
about pit ponies when you were a kid?
I've literally just heard about them.
Oh my god!
You've just informed me.
I used to cry myself to sleep about pit ponies.
We're
when I was a
much, much
kid.
older than you. You used to try and get off with Johnny Burrell. We used to cry about pit ponies. It's a generational divide.
They
generational
weren't a
divide.
band.
Yeah, they weren't.
It's a good name for
Pit
one.
Pony's
though.
But
a
it-
great name for a band.
Yeah, God.
It is what the Chapel Road song's about, though. That-
Pit Pony
Pit
Club.
Pony
yeah,
Club.
Pit Pony Club. Yeah.
Imagine coming out from your
I'm going to
shift
keep on crying.
and it's still light.
How often?
We've blinded another assistant. They have to work until sundown so they can get home safely.
Oh, Tom, I think you're thinking about pit ponies way more than I realised.
Oh man, the pit pony is brutal. There was a film or a show that dealt with it, and I was like, I couldn't get over it. You know the things when you're a kid that like stick with you.
Yeah.
My mum was watching The Great Escape one bank holiday, and I came in for the last half an hour of it, and I must have been about 7, and she let me watch it, and I could not. It took me 3 years to get over The Great Escape. They all get shot. They're all fucking dying.
Yeah.
It's like I just made
Yeah.
it for
Yeah.
30 minutes.
The journey of watching that film, I remember that as well.
The worst.
Because you're like, this is so exciting, and it's like they're doing it,
Yeah.
and then they're just so
And then they all die, and it's like, what is that's
Yeah.
the world, is it?
Yeah.
People do that to each other, and then the pit ponies come along, and that's it's fucking icing on the
I
cake.
don't remember that cut of The Great Escape where a load of pit ponies. Okay, we've lost Steve McQueen, but send the pit ponies
Get the
out
pit
now.
ponies
how they're
going.
digging the tunnel.
That was the worst escape plan. And then once we get out the tunnel, we'll just ride these pit ponies into a wall because they can't see.
You remember that scene when he's jumping over the fences with the pit pony?
Yeah.
What was your big fear as a kid though? Like, what was your Did you have a thing?
Not about pit ponies.
No.
Sorry.
No.
But did you have one that or a thing you saw and it's like that's what you think about in bed at night?
Yeah, I remember sneaking downstairs and turning on the TV and watching something maybe like a horror film, but only remembering like specific bits of it, not knowing enough about what I was watching. So, but then I was okay because I went upstairs and I read Adrian Mole.
Yeah.
Calm myself
the great
right
diffuser,
down.
The great
Oh
diffuser.
my God,
Yeah. For me, it was nuclear war.
Sure.
Obsessed with nuclear war.
Okay, that's big.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah.
Thought nuclear war was going to happen. Which,
Yeah.
to be fair, not a bad fear to bring back, I'd say.
No.
Not a bad fear to reignite.
It's back. It's like Indie Sleaze.
Absolutely, yeah. These things come back
yeah,
around.
It's back, isn't it?
Get your skinny jeans out. Get your t-shirt and your tie.
And
It's
hide
time
under your desk.
Well, it makes sense because the music you were into, I guess, was of the Cold War.
of the cold.
You know, like the 50s and the 60s. That's the
Yeah,
music you
I
like.
guess so. But it was like the 80s was a big
Right.
kind of Cold War,
Yeah.
nuclear war time. That seemed to be a big thing. That spectre was still hanging over us.
Did you ever go to Greenham Commons? Feels like something your family would.
No, we weren't
Oh,
that
it was
kind
great.
of.
Greenham Common. There was a kebab shop on the corner. Dance floor in the
Yeah,
back.
back in
Yeah,
back.
Bunch
And
of,
you,
like CNC.
Yeah.
I was there, but I wasn't there.
yeah. Were you taken to? No, wrong bit of the world. I'd love to meet someone, a little kid who was taken to Greenham Common. There must be loads.
Abby Clark's parents took her to
Really?
Greenham Common.
Because they used
Yeah.
they used to go in minibuses, didn't they? My dad walked over one of those minibuses.
Saying "fuck you" at all the women as he went. Fuck you.
But Abby Clark, her parents got photos of them at Greenham Common, and then like years later, her mum was like, "Yeah, we just went and took a load of photos." Basically, like she was like pre-Instagram before there was Instagram. It was like we
So
took a load of
funny.
photos.
We got out.
Load of LSD.
Photos, LSD.
Bish bash
Bish
Got
bosh.
off with Mick
Bash
Jagger.
Yeah, exactly.
Home by lunch. It was
Yeah.
great. What scared you, Clark? Or like it's not even scaring. It's like
Stuck with you.
yeah, it's like the thing that lodges in your brain. It makes you really sad.
Oh, I think I talked about it before, but I saw like 10 seconds of Day of the Triffids.
Right.
It was like
Oh.
black and white. It was so
Yeah.
it was such a watered down thing. It was on in the
Well,
daytime.
the plants, aren't they? So.
Yep.
It's funny to look over and you're taking out your hat.
You know, there's a moment. Yeah, if Parry's cap comes off his head, you know there's a zinger coming up.
Yeah.
Yes, I doffed my cap to my own joke.
Someone's gotta. But yeah, I saw like 30 seconds of that and was terrified for like 2 years afterwards. And not like it was like someone on the floor, someone like off screen, like pushing a pot plant across the room, and like a scream, and it
Yeah.
was like, oh no, what?
You'd have thought it'd put you off doing weed, but no.
No, because
out-
he wants to smoke it
That's how
down.
I get my revenge.
Yeah, smoke them out. Cut them off, smoke them up.
Yeah, any kind of horror type stuff. The War of the Worlds album was really scary, and it had all these pictures on all these paintings on the inside again of Triffids.
Yeah.
Sorry, of the what they called the tripod things.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, all of that kind of
Yeah,
stuff. The red mists, the earth covered in like a kind of horrible red goo. Grimbo.
What's the Queen album with the robot on the front?
Oh, greatest hits.
That stays on.
But you love horror. You make horror movies.
I know, yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's part of it, though. Is
Yeah.
like I was so kind of scared and intrigued by it,
Yeah.
and I wasn't allowed it. I wasn't allowed to be around it. It's
course,
like very
of
forbidden.
course,
So
Like your mom's past.
the real horror.
The real horror.
And also, he started a Rolling Stones tribute band of all things. Kind of weird.
Yeah.
I should delve into that.
Why is the guy singing Jumpin' Jack Flash crying?
You can't always get what you want.
That's nice.
That's nice.
We kiss
That's
now?
nice. That's
We'll,
it.
yeah, we'll,
Yeah.
we'll kiss now. Yeah.
Get the sofa bed out.
Amy, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Oh, I've loved to watch the clips and now to know I'm in a clip. That's exciting.
You're in a clip.
Clippies.
Where can people find you? What have you got coming up?
Well, I'm very online. Not posting, just watching. Just watching. Yeah.
You're not at the Good Mixer. You're just at home.
I'm at the Good Mixer. Yeah. I know where Johnny Brill lives now. He. No, I don't. I'm not allowed to. I am going to Edinburgh.
Oh,
this
fantastic!
summer
Yes,
for
brilliant.
the Festival Fringe.
The festival.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm doing a show.
Awesome.
That's really the main thing. Oh, I'd love if anybody came. You've got such a lovely fan base. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Go and see
Some
Amy.
of the cutest patootiest,
Yes.
may I
They
say.
really are.
And
Yeah,
very
yeah.
sweet.
What's the show? What's it called?
It's called Say What You Like About Me.
Lovely.
I'm going to say it like that every day.
Great.
And it's at 5:30 and it's in the Pleasance Dome.
Oh, beautiful.
Lovely.
And so you could have a lovely dinner after or a lovely late lunch. Either way.
Great.
Available for you. Fantastic. And then I'm doing a TV show that comes out Tuesday the 12th of May with on You called The Way Out, and it's an escape room show.
Yes, I saw that.
Woohoo! And I haven't actually seen very much of it yet, so I am currently promoting it. But at some point, I might just
Stop.
shut up because I'm worried that I'm going to really annoy the escape room community because. I'm not sure I'm very good at it, but I'm having a lovely time.
That's the main
That's
thing.
And that's the main
That's
thing.
the main
That's all
thing.
that matters.
We don't go on these TV shows to be good at them.
No.
No.
Just have a nice time.
Yeah. I had a lovely time.
Great.
It was in Belgium.
And spoiler alert, you're here now, so presumably you escaped. Out the frying pan into the fire, really.
This is it.
Yeah.
I need to let you know that you guys, the other day on TikTok, you looked at my profile and it said, Pappy's podcast looked at your profile. That was you.
That'll be me, yeah. Yeah, I looked at your profile.
Just, and I didn't know that was a thing that happened anymore. I didn't realize that people were informed when you looked at their profile.
Yeah, that's bad,
so I
isn't
just
it?
want to let you know that
Yeah.
for your creepy needs, creepy needs. And I just want to let you know that, the
Yeah.
people out there.
You, the audience,
If they
now know.
follow you and you look at them, they know.
I'll have a
No.
look. Yeah.
And Clarky,
I'll have a little look.
We got to
Clarky's
wrap the
having a
episode
look.
up, guys.
these are my two things. I
Few
came in
accounts
with
to
two
delete,
things.
I think.
I got to talk about their fit wives, and I got to tell them I'm watching you creep
I'm
me on the
watching you.
internet.
I'm watching you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be creepy about your fit wives, and then I want to tell you your creepiness is showing.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
Is any, you could have been checking out the dates for your upcoming...
That's not what I'm promoting on my TikTok, baby.
Oh, I see.
No,
Right.
it's just feet.
There you go.
Just feet. Just feet, really. But thank you for having me. What an
Thank
honor to be
you,
here in the
Amy.
crevice.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Oh my
You're
God, with
welcome.
the guitars. I've seen them before. This
Yeah.
wallpaper, even
know.
better in real life.
So nice.
Oh, and you're all
nice.
such lovely boys.
And
With
you're
such
very lovely
fit
as well.
wives. So
Can't be
nice.
overstated.
Thank you,
It
Amy.
can't be
Thank you.
understated.
You've got a fit partner as
I
well, we
do,
should
yeah,
say.
yeah, but it's not surprising for me.
Well, thank you for staying with us to the very end. Here we are. Again, if you like what we do, there's Patreon to support us, but there's also our social media, which you can do liking and retweeting on, I've heard.
Oh,
can, yeah,
thank you,
you can,
Grandfather
yeah.
Time.
Thank
You can do
yeah.
liking and retweeting on Instagram, TikTok, and of course, YouTube. So go to all of those places, and we'd love you to subscribe on all, or follow us on all. That would be great. Listen, by the way, I've just got a message from Amy Annette, and she's got a few caveats that she wanted.
here we go.
She wanted to say. She said, "Tell your fans, I think you're all fit as well."
Oh, that's nice.
So there we go.
That's sweet.
That's very nice. She did apologise for talking about our hot wives, but no apology needed,
Hey,
Amy.
no,
Spread that news around.
Spread the rumour.
Spread the rumour, guys.
All right, well, thank you for today,
Thank
everyone.
you. No, thank you for today. Are you talking to Jesus? Talking to God?
Thank you for the day.
Dear Lord, thank you for today.
Thank you for today, listener dear. Thank you for listening, because if you don't listen, then this podcast doesn't exist, I think.
No,
from a
weirdly, no.
philosophical point of view.
Weirdly, it does.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because that is the situation that's going on. We're doing it. No one's listening.
We're going to discuss this in our next recording. Today's episode was produced by Olivia Swash.
Hello.
Cheers, everyone. Bye.
Sit down.